equals MC star 2?
Speed of light.
The answer is speed of light. Don't miss this weekend as I take you through their challenge. It was a tough battle and it is a tough battle. You're going to watch it. Don't miss this weekend.
You are watching WBS TV.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to WBS Prime News Live and happy Valentine's. The Democratic Party in Mukono District has recruited over 500 members as it prepares for the 2016 general elections as part of strengthening its wing in the district. While launching the campaign, Party Secretary General Matthias Nsubuga said that this is the time for DP members to unite so as to be able to win majority positions at all levels in the 2016 general elections.
Top Democratic Party leaders are in Mukono for the launch of recruiting new members to the party as they prepare for forthcoming general elections in 2016. While launching up the campaign held at St. Paul Catholic Yard at Wantoni Trading Center in Mukono Municipality, Matthias Nsubuga told party members that this is the time for them to unite to be able to win elections.
President Museveni ne bwabanga alina emmundu enzirizitya tayinza kusobola muntu wa bulijjo. Era njagala okubasaba tulina enjawukana nnyingi, tulina okusomoozebwa kungi naye ebintu ebimu tutuuse okubisiba ku mpagi tumuvinge.
Ekiba eky'obuntu bulamu era eky'amagezi amangi bantu bano buli omu okuva mu mmotoka ye ne basooka basitula ettimu ki kati ettimu erimala ova mu kkubo.
Other opposition members who attended the recruitment exercise include Medad Lubega Segona, Dr. Lulume Baiga, and Moses Kasirante, among others, who asked the youth to rise up and fight for their political rights.
Ebintu emiramwe ekyateekanga ono kukumira gavumenti mbuyiza nga n'abantu bagikkiririzaamu gy'abeeranga gino. Gavumenti ng'ekola enguudo, eno yammwe ekola.
Naye nga mwangalidde emyaka 30 ku mukono gwa President Museveni akulembedde gavumenti esinza okunyunyunta eggwanga kasookedde nga tufuna bwetwaze. Emmanuel Kanyunyunsi gye njogerako. Ababadde n'abamu ku bajja naye nga Dr. Besigye babadde batubuulira nti baakoma omulaba akwate obwa pulezidenti Nabingo ng'akutte kaveera nga mu kaveera mulimu kaswaki na ddagala ly'amannyo yajja na kaveera kati kaloole.
The campaign ended when DP recruited over 500 members from Mukono town who are given party cards.
Now the resident High Court judge for Eastern Uganda, Henrietta Wolayo, has expressed concern on the high rate of defilement and homicide cases in Kumi district. Speaking during the open day session organized by Justice Law and Order Services JLOS at Kumi Boma grounds, Wolayo asked residents, especially boys and men, to stop defiling young girls. She said that boys should exercise self-control, avoiding temptation and living as expected by the Bible.
The resident judge says girls need to be protected by the society in which they grow up for them to be useful and responsible mothers.
Young girls have a right to be protected from sexual violence, a form of sexual violence. Exposing young girls to early sex risks pregnancy, yet their bodies are not ready for childbirth. Right to education, yet engaging in early sexual activity will affect their focus on school. Allow the girls to grow and become the judges, the doctors, the lawyers of tomorrow.
The judge is also concerned that she has been handling many cases of homicide, which she is trying to seek solutions for. She emphasizes that a baby leaves her mother's womb to live and not to be killed.
All embrace education for the girl child by protecting the girls from early sexual activity. With regard to murder, every person has a right to life. Is the womb to old men and women, each has a right to life.
Wolayo associated the high rate of homicide in Kumi to hatred, greed and anger, advising residents not to allow such vices a ground in their hearts as they will destroy society. On land cases, she advised the community to always take their cases to Court of Appeal in case they are dissatisfied with the judgments in the lower courts.
We now cross over to Nigeria, and there are mixed reactions there to the 6-week postponement of Nigeria's presidential and parliamentary elections. The votes were delayed by the nation's Independent National Electoral Commission, primarily because of security concerns in northeastern Nigeria.
Use this introductory.
Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan appeared on Nigerian television to express his disappointment over the postponement. Mr. Jonathan also said the war against Boko Haram is intensifying. INEC Chairman Aturo Jega announced the controversial change a week ago.
The national elections, i.e. Presidential and National Assembly, are now to hold on March 28, 2015.
The Nigerian ambassador to the United States, Adebawawi Adefui, appeared on VOA's Straight Talk Africa, hosted by Shaka Sali Wednesday. He exclaimed his confidence that the March 28th poll will be completely above board and honest.
I can assure you, by the grace of God, it shall happen. It shall be free, fair, credible, and peaceful. And the result, the outcome of the election will reflect the will of the people of our country, Nigeria.
Also appearing on Straight Talk Africa was Nigerian Sylvester Okere, the national chairman of the USA Movement for the Buhari Osabanjo campaign. He also expressed his disappointment over the postponement.
Using security as excuse, I don't think it helps us. You know, this is an undermining of democracy, and we have to face the reality. Throughout this time, both candidates have been campaigning in the far north. Was there any Boko Haram attack? But yet their rallies went successful, very successful. So the same effort, the same military, police, secret service that they put in place, if they use it just for one day for the election, everything will be okay.
Meanwhile, the leading opposition candidate, Muhammadu Buhari, acknowledges the difficult security challenges, but says elections must take place.
I wish to state strongly that our party will not tolerate any further interference with the electoral process. The scheduled elections of 28th March and April 11th, 2015 must be sacrosanct.
The general manager and political correspondent for Channels TV in Lagos, Coyote Akintimi, says the new date for the election must be adhered to.
Boko Haram has been an issue in Nigeria since 2009. What makes anybody think that this issue can be resolved in the next 6 weeks?
But we are hoping, because Nigerians are eternally optimistic, that everything will work out. The military will beat the Boko Haram with the support of the Chadians and the Nigerians in the northern part of the country, come together and they will win them. And come March 28, we will be able to have our election.
At this point in the campaign, political observers say the race for the presidency between incumbent President Goodluck Jonathan and Muhammadu Buhari is too close to call.
We now return to Uganda. The Acholi and Lango sub-regions are offering for bylaws to curtail communities from setting up night bushfires that are destroying homes, farms and electricity installations. Already, over 50 homesteads have faced the wrath of these fires, especially because most homes still have grass-thatched huts. According to the chairperson LC Fire Federa District, Alfred Akena, these fires have caused enormous destruction even on newly installed electric poles that saw the region getting connected to the national grid.
It is a rare opportunity for a traveler to Acholi and Lango sub-regions to miss such a sight as farmers prepare for the next season. Whereas some farmers do it for clearing land for crop agriculture, to those rearing animals, the practice is to get fresh grass for their animals when it rains. But this practice among these communities has come with challenges, as many homesteads have had their huts too burnt by the same fires. 74-year-old Alejiro Dongtho from Pajule Sub-County, Pader District, is one of those sleeping in the cold after his home was burnt down.
As the fire went the other side, for them they were relaxed, knowing that there was nothing wrong. This one just came silently and they found the house as well. They caught fire.
Ever and ever we are receiving a number of maybe destruction coming from this fire, bush burning. Like there is certain family which everything got lost, including all the crops, some animal which was tied alongside the veranda also got burned. So it has been a very serious disappointment to local leaders. So they are really working hard.
Odongtho set fire on Friday from his nearby farm field that cleared his own homestead. He hardly saved anything from his heart. A government, with the help of development partners, could have injected in a lot of money to extend power to northern Uganda, especially those in remote areas with the view of transforming rural communities. But the communities here seem not to have appreciated this huge investment due to these poor farming practices that has also left most of the power lines burnt down.
Traditionally, people think burning bush is one of the opening of land for the next period.
Now, Pader and other district authorities are coming up with bylaws to curtail this disastrous practice.
We have already passed a resolution of the district, and we are organizing the ordinance of the council to help us curtail this kind of action of bush burning. So I am very sure when all this comes out, it's going to help us, because it's like a culture and a habit which we need to change it.
We now move to Pakistan, and militants there attacked a Shiite mosque in Peshawar in northern Pakistan during Friday prayers, killing 20 people and wounding more than 40 others. Eyewitnesses and authorities said the attackers, wearing uniforms of a provincial paramilitary force, threw hand grenades and fired automatic weapons at people in the mosque before two of them blew themselves up. A third was shot dead by mosque security guards before he could detonate his vest. Police found unused hand grenades at the scene.
पब्लिक आलम का जख्मियों की तादाद जो थी वो 60 से ज़ायद है, जहाँ होने वाली की तादाद में भी जो है इजाफा बताया जा रहा है। और सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस के मुताबिक जो है इस इलाके को मुकम्मल तौर पर जो है
WBS Afternoon Edition continues shortly. Do stay with us. Welcome back to WBS Afternoon Edition. To the sporting world now. Liverpool will be without captain Steven Gerrard, who's out for 2 to 3 weeks with a hamstring problem for their 5th round FA Cup clash against Crystal Palace. Midfielder Lucas Leiva is out for twice that period with a thigh injury. Gordon Ibe is cup-tied and Raheem Sterling's foot injury will be assessed. Defender Pape Suarez could make his Crystal Palace debut, but Yaya Sanogo and James MacArthur are struggling to recover from injury. Captain Miles Jedinak remains unavailable with an ankle problem. Palace held Liverpool to a 3-3 draw at Selhurst Park last season, a result that severely damaged the Anfield club's title hopes. Forward Sterling missed Liverpool's 3-2 Premier League home win over Tottenham on Tuesday, but assistant manager Colin Pascoe is hopeful the 20-year-old will be fit for the weekend. And that's all we had for you this WBS Afternoon edition. I am Anita Mwangazi. Good afternoon.